and welcome. We're really pleased that you can join us today as we give you a walkthrough of our undergraduate programme in the Department of Management. I'm joined in person here by with 4 of the programme leaders who are going to talk to their programme. And if I can just briefly introduce David, want to give us a wave.
Hello.
Which programme you lead?
I'm the programme leader for business and management.
And Christina, which programme do you lead?
I am the programme leader for international business management.
And then to Paul.
Hello, I am program leader, business and enterprise development.
And Herbert.
Hello, I'm program leader for business studies.
That's great. Thanks very much indeed. I think we're ready to look at some slides, if we can just move on to that. So just to let you know, I'm Joanna, the head of department, and we've got a number of programmes that we're going to talk through with you today. So without further ado, if I can pass on to Paul, who's going to talk to you about business and enterprise development.
Okay, hello everyone. So my name is Paul Igwe. So I am the program leader for business and enterprise development. This program started it's in the 4th year running since we started the program. So it's highly been very popular with students that are looking into studying about business in itself, learning about the theories about business, but also they want to learn the other side of the entrepreneurship, where you learn about starting a business and doing a business. So within this program, we have created a unique environment that enables students to study for enterprise. How does enterprise develop? We also, the students also study about elements of other businesses, for example, law, business law, business ethics, if also how to be responsible entrepreneur. So we also engage students to study elements of principles of business management and operations, things like e-business or digital marketing. So the aim is to prepare the future generation of graduates so they can be entrepreneurial in their thinking, but also in their knowledge, so that they can be innovative. Whether you want to go start your own business or whether you want to go work for an organization. So business and enterprise development allows you to choose those 2 pathways to your career, either pursuing a self-employment through setting up a business, which you're going to get supported within the university to develop your business, or you choose to study in order to gain a paid employment working for organizations. As you know, many organizations are looking for people who have got entrepreneurial thinking and creativity and innovation to work for them. So you will see from the 1st year, we allow you to learn elements of business management. So you'll be doing different courses that are more generic and for which other students who are also studying other programs are going to be doing. So these are more generic and shared modules that you do in the 1st year. So some of them, as you can see, things like principles of marketing, so things like introduction to business finance, things like organizational behavior, and also things like introduction to enterprise. So these are elements of the 1st year that we get you to learn and develop the basic theory to support your journey for achieving the degree. In the 2nd year, you begin to specialize more on the enterprise. So as one of the major module that you're going to do is what we call enterprise starting the project. So here we allow students to be more creative in developing a business idea or even it is an idea that you already know or a new idea which you are supported. This module runs through the Enterprise Center of the university, where they have professionals who have already engaged in businesses that now coordinate and teach this module, core module, for our students to enable them to develop a very robust business idea that they can go on to start. But like I said, students also choose not to start a business, so they work with an existing project, an existing business as their enterprise project that they want to work with. So within that second year, you also have optional modules whereby you select which of the modules that you then choose that you want to combine with the core modules that you're going to be doing in order to develop the total credit that you're required to achieve for the second year. So in the third year, so we also move, ahead to develop the enterprise. So in the third year, the core module, which would be like your project, is what the module we regard as enterprise grow the business. So here we're looking at how do entrepreneurs grow their business. So in addition to this module, you also be required to do some other, to choose other modules that you're going to combine in order to make up for the credit that is required to achieve and to attain the third year. So as you can see, enterprise is the core of this program. However, you have the opportunity to learn other business management modules and courses that prepare you to be well on tune about what business is all about, and to prepare you in order to also gain a paid employment if that's what you choose to do after your graduation. So to summarize, so we have been very successful in delivering this program over the past 4 years that it has existed within Lincoln International Business School. And we welcome all the students that want to explore this program with us, and then we promise that we always provide the environment to support every student within this program to achieve its objective. So in the meantime, I want to stop here, and then I will come back to give you other examples about what students who have graduated in this program has gone on to do towards the end of this series of talk. So I want to hand over to another program leader, David Anderson, to take it from here. David, you're welcome.
Hello, it's very nice to be talking to you today from the Moot Court on campus. This is one of our lecture theatres here. I'm David Anderson. I'm the programme leader for Business and Management, and I'd like to give you an overview of the degree today. So one of the key highlights is that the degree is accredited by the Chartered Management Institute, which is a professional body for management. So on graduation, you receive your BA Honours degree, your BA Honours in Business and Management, and also a dual award with the CMI. The degree is comprised of 3 years, and to help you make comparisons between other degrees that are quite similar, there are 4 different types of modules. There's your essential business skills, so things like economics, accountancy, and finance that you'll study on any kind of business degree. Those are essential elements for organizations. And then you have your functional skills, so like marketing, human resources, operations, that allow you to identify improvements in organizations and make different functional aspects more efficient. We also have an employability thread that runs through the degree, so modules like careers and employability, leadership and high performance teams, and the management professional will help to develop your employability skills and prepare you for placement or your graduate role after the university. And then the final thread of modules are what we call critical modules, so elements that allow you to think differently about organizational practices. So work in organizations gives you much more of an appreciation of the human element of work. Cross-cultural management allows you to develop an appreciation of working in those international and cross-cultural teams that are a key component of the workplace. We also have contemporary issues in management, which allows you to deal with the ethical challenges of work. So how do you still maintain your ethical candor and be profitable in the workplace? So those tensions. There are options in the second year and options in the final year that allow you to tailor your business and management degree. So if you wanted to, you could develop a focus in finance, you could develop a focus in human resources, or in marketing. During the degree, at the end of your second year, you have the option to complete either a work placement or a period or a study abroad period. You get support during your second year to help you apply for both of those placements, and they're really good opportunities for students to enhance their employability skills, get some practice at working in an organization under their belt, and it really enhances their graduate prospects afterwards. So now I'd like to pass you over to Joanna to talk a bit more about business psychology.
Thanks, David. This programme is led by Siobhan, so I'm just speaking on her behalf today. I know David's mentioned where he was, and just to let you know that I'm in our Harvard lecture theatre. Just give you a quick glance if you can see it there. We've got posh chairs in this lecture theatre. It's sort of taught on three sides. It's a bit of a smaller lecture theatre for that sort of lecture discussion combination, so a slightly different way of teaching and learning. So you might find some of your classes to be tables in here. Business psychology is a really interesting degree, and I guess some of you are interested in business and interested in psychology. You may be studying those subjects already. You do need to weigh up if you want to do business psychology, or if you're interested in a more pure psychology degree. The university does offer degrees in psychology, and do check those out as well, because this is something quite different. Having said that, it is taught in combination with colleagues from our School of Psychology. So we have real psychology experts teaching this programme. You may be able to see just from the layout you can see there on the slide, the different modules. I'm not going to go into each of those in detail, but some of those, such as brain, behaviour and cognition, are very much psychology modules. Other modules are very much more business related modules, such as the principles of marketing. So this is very much a combination of business and psychology, but it's combined in a way that it is integrated. It's not a bit of one and a bit of the other. It's much more integrated into looking at those psychological aspects of work. So that is its distinctiveness. And it's, I think, of all the degrees in this department, is probably, because maybe it's shared elsewhere as well, the most different. Having said that, I would strongly argue that having a strong background in this topic and in this subject is hugely valuable in the world of business, in the world of work, because that's its key focus. It's looking how people, behaviour, psychology interacts and interfaces, particularly with the world of work, how we design jobs, how we interact with each other on a one-to-one basis, etc. Yeah, a bit like David, I'm trying to decide if there's anything more we want to say on that. I think that covers the key basics of this, and I hope is of interest to you. But do check out our main psychology course as well, elsewhere in the university, if you haven't quite made your mind up what you're interested in just yet. I'm now going to hand over to Herbert, who is going to tell you a little bit about our business studies degree.
Hello, thank you, Joanna. I'm Herbert Mafaira, program leader for business studies. I'm going to talk briefly about what the program is about. Then I'll talk a little bit about the program structure. Now, business studies at Lingen is a broad business degree where you gain comprehensive knowledge of the main functional areas of a company. This includes finance, marketing, management, economics, human resources. You study a wide range of subjects, and develop practical business skills to prepare you for a successful career in any aspect of business. The program offers you the opportunity to develop critical thinking, problem solving, analytical skills that are needed to enter the competitive world of business. So in terms of the broad business areas that are going to start, it includes business strategy, which is required to drive growth in businesses, organizational behavior, human resources, operations management, marketing, finance, leadership, and the performance management. Coming into the structure, the first year introduces you to the key elements of business. That includes economics, finance, marketing, data analytics, organizational behavior. This is to give you a strong underpinning of business. The second year builds on this foundation with modules that are designed to develop your professional skills in areas including strategic management, operations management, marketing, finance, human resources. Okay, after that, we'll get into the final year. So the final year offers students a broad range of modules to choose from. It has the highest number of options on the program. Okay, it allows you to develop your business knowledge further, and then have the opportunity to be able to tailor your modules according to the career that you want to specialize in. Okay, so it also works for students who may not be at the moment decided yet what type of business they want to specialize in, because you can delay your decision until later years. Okay. One thing I also want to highlight is that after the second year, there is an opportunity to take a placement year in industry. Okay, it's a year-long placement where you get paid by the company, but you don't have to pay any tuition fees to the university. But the main thing is that it allows you to further develop your practical skills and establish business connections while working for a real-world organization. So from these connections, you'll be able to connect with a lot of people through LinkedIn, which you can further use after graduation to secure employment. Now, one thing I would like to highlight is that on the program, in terms of assessments, I would just want to talk about one module. So some of our teaching is called challenge-based, is based on what we call challenge-based. So what does this mean? It means that students have an opportunity to work on problems provided by companies as part of their assignment. Okay. So basically what you are doing while you are still at uni, you are solving company problems supported by the company, supported by the program team. Okay. So in a way, you could actually say that you have got experience of working on business problems, because that's basically what you do. Okay, so the purpose of this assignment is therefore to allow you to further develop the practical business and the research skills that are needed in business while working in a real life business environment. In terms of feedback from students, this approach of learning helps you to connect concepts taught in class with industry. So this is what we're getting from students, because it allows them to be able to connect what they are learning and what is happening in industry. And some of the feedback from students is that they've realized that they've got interest, they would like to use this to enter into areas like consulting, something that they'd not thought of before. Okay, so just to say a bit, the professional practice here, how it helps you. So you build your experience alongside your degree. So if they say, do you have experience? Yes, you have. Okay, you improve your personal development. It enhances your final year degree results because you are able to connect concepts that are in the textbook with what is happening in industry. Okay, it looks good on your CV. So it's something to take advantage of when you come onto the program. So in a nutshell, this is some of the things that we do on the program. Okay, I will encourage you to take advantage of everything that we offer. Okay, I'll now hand over to Christina to talk to you about a program.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Herbert. Thank you. Yes, as I said before, my name is Cristina Cerino, and I am the program leader for International Business Management. I have been working for the University of Lincoln for over 20 years now, and I have been lucky enough to meet hundreds of students, really. And what I would like to highlight here is how this university celebrates diversity, and how that diversity is evident at the university in general, but also in this program in particular. At the moment, I don't know if you can see it, but I am in a big lecture theater here in the David Chittick building, and hopefully I will be seeing you here in person soon. As you can see there in the slide, this program, as the title says, includes business modules, which are essential for any business. You do have also managerial modules, as you can see there, such as cross-cultural management, operations management, strategic management, etc. But what makes the program different from others as well is the fact that you have international elements since year one. You've got a vast number of international modules such as trade and international business, the international business professional, political system and international relations, etc. Yeah, I'm not going to mention them all because you've got them there, yes? But what I would also like to highlight is that only 3 programs at this University of Lincoln offer modern foreign languages as part of your degree as optional modules. And that's something that you can do in this program. You can study either French, German, Italian, Mandarin Chinese, Spanish, or English as a foreign language. And you can start most of them as a plain beginner. So you may have studied, for example, French before, but you might like to start Mandarin Chinese from scratch. That's absolutely possible. And you can study languages in years 1, 2, and 3. Again, something which is quite unique in this program is that, as you can see there in year 2, the second part of year 2, you can undertake a study period abroad. Yeah, so you could go to one of our partner universities, and we, at the moment, we've got partners literally all over the world, from China, Japan, Canada, North America, the States, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, everywhere, which means that you could graduate in 3 years having undertaken a study period abroad, half of the second year, yeah, the second part of year 2. So that is something that we strongly advise in order to enhance your employability, the same as undertaking the modern foreign languages. As with the other programs, another thing you could do, again, as an option, is between years 2 and what would be your year 4, you could undertake a year-long work and study. Yeah, so you could spend the full year working, the full year studying, or part working, part studying. That's what we call the international year abroad. And we also have, as other program leaders have mentioned, the professional practice year. Don't worry, we'll provide you all the information little by little as we go along in the program. Another thing I would like to mention is all the opportunities you have to enhance your employability. As we were talking, study placements, work placements, foreign languages, but there are lots of other opportunities that will allow you to go beyond and above your degree and that will make you stand out of the crowd. So it's something to start thinking about. Yeah, there are lots of opportunities, and again, we will provide you with all the information. But for example, the Lincoln Awards, the Business Mentoring Program, employability training, career services. You can be one of our student reps, and we work very closely with them. So lots of things to consider when you are here with us. And another thing that the students tend to ask a lot is about support. What support do you get outside the classroom? Yeah, and again, there is quite a lot of support available to you. For example, you've got obviously induction week or welcome week. You also have personal tutors that will be allocated to you since year one. You've got the library and our librarians, and there you've got the maths and statistics center that you can have one-to-one appointments. You also have academic writing support, computer support, including Sage and Microsoft training, the Lincoln Business Society, lots of different possibilities for you. So I'm going to stop here for now, and I would like to hand you back to Joanna. Thank you ever so much.
Thanks, Christina. It sounds so exciting. I want to sign up, but I would say that, wouldn't I? We come to the final of our 6 programs that we offer here in the Department of Management. This is led by Dr. Gary Ramsden and is a relatively new degree. This runs for the first time in September 2021. So we're very, very excited about this. And it's International Logistics and Supply Chain Management. And a little bit like many of the other programs you've heard about today, it's a mixture. There are some very general business management modules we would expect you to learn and study. You can see those on the slide. I don't need to go into great detail. But then as you progress through this degree, you start to specialise more and more in the area of logistics and supply chain. And that's important. It's such an important degree, because we know, particularly with the pandemic, the challenges to logistics, the challenges of getting things onto supermarket shelves. We also know the new challenges where some, maybe supermarkets will continue to exist, but some aspects of retail, the high street, is certainly going through something of a transformation and something of a change. So there's a whole area there that this program can start to unpick and explore in terms of what's our response to the future of this? What's it going to look like? Who is going to manage and who's going to work in those industries? That might change significantly over the next 2-3 years, certainly over the next 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 years. So we're very excited to bring this new program in and look forward to welcoming people onto that. I'm going to move on, mindful we're nearly finished, but did want to mention, if we move on to our next slide, and I think Paul mentioned this at the beginning of his talk. So Paul, I'm going to come to you just for maybe 1 or 2 brief examples, and then Christina, if that's okay. Here's just a taster of the number of different employers that our graduates have gone on to work for. You can see some really big names there. And Paul, I think you had a couple of examples you wanted to share.
Yes, Joanna, thank you for, yes. As we already emphasized in so many advertisement and also the marketing of the university have good success with graduate opportunities. So within the BA Business and Enterprise Development, which I'm the program leader. So last year we graduated our first graduates. So most of them have all of them have got a job, apart from those who have secured their own businesses. But those who have secured paid employment, we have like Guy, who is the area manager of Amazon in the UK here. And then we also got Oliver, who is the marketing manager for a UK enterprise. And then so you can see that beside setting up your own business, if it is what you want, you can also look for paid employment. Like I said earlier on, that employers are looking for people who have entrepreneurial thinking. And I have also a lot of other students who have also secured jobs, but I just gave you these two examples. And also the other students who have also set up their own businesses and they are doing good. Thank you.
That's brilliant.
Christina.
Yeah, Christina.
Thank you. Yes. Again, something that is really important to highlight, and this is about all the business programs, is the high level of employability prospects after you graduate. Our percentages have been 98%, 100% of our students in employment within 6 months after graduation. And in international business management, because the program is so open, there are so many possibilities, so many options, so many different paths you can take. Some examples of jobs that our alumni have secured include, I've got a really long list, but I'm only going to give a few, just so that you can see the type of jobs that have been secured by our alumni. And these are, for example, recruitment consultant, international wealth advisor, business analyst, business development manager, and operations manager. Yeah, so very, very important jobs secured by our alumni. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. I think what this also demonstrates is just how excited we are to see our students succeed. You know, it's not just when you join us, it's when you leave us, your success is our success, and we celebrate that, and we remember it as well. So it's really, really great. I think we've just got one final slide to finish off with some sort of next steps. So please do keep in touch. There's lots of ways that you can find out more about the university, more about our programs. We do hope you'll be able to come and visit us in person at some point. Come and see our fabulous city, and lots of links there to follow us and to get in touch if you want to know more. We'd be delighted to see you.